Good morning. I'm Heather. Thanks so much for joining me for today's Rise and Shine Yoga. 15 to 20-minute class to help you wake up, feel refreshed and energized, ready for the rest of the day. Let's start in a seated position, either on a cushion or a chair, and we'll begin with some breath. If you'd like to center yourself, sit up nice and tall. You can close your eyes. For just a few moments, allow the transition to more of your inward focus. Noting your breath, the way it's flowing through, inhaling and exhaling. Let's begin to slow it down to take a bit deeper, longer breath. Inhaling, sinking it all the way down. And exhale to release. You can release out through your mouth. We'll take about 3 more breaths like that. Some nice, deep, cleansing breaths. And one more like that. The end of this exhalation, start to move your body. Start with a few slow head circles from side to side. You can just move your head in a half circle. If it feels good, you can move it all the way around. Let's move in the opposite direction. Let's turn the head to the side this time. And then angle the chin down. And move it over to the other side, looking over your other shoulder. And then dropping your chin down. Let's bring it up slowly again, this time dropping down through your chin. And on the inhale, lifting up. We'll do this for 3 breaths and allow it to become more of that seated cat-cow, opening through the rest of your torso as you inhale, opening your chest, exhale, dropping your chin, opening your back. And one more movement here. If you'd like to bring your left hand down, and with your next inhale, slowly bring your right arm up. And on the exhale, we'll come into a side bend. I'll hold here for 2 more breaths. On your exhale, release. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, release again. We're going to come out of this position now. So you can bring your legs to the side. We're going to come over onto hands and knees. And we'll begin with a few warm-ups for the hips and the lower back. If you'd like to start to circle around. Take a few deep, slower breaths here. Moving in the opposite direction. Some hip circles. We're going to gradually make our way down so that our hips move back towards the feet. And as you do that, you can move your hips again from side to side. And rest your head for a few breaths. Come into the central position, breathing. And on your next inhale, slowly rise back up into tabletop, looking forward. On your exhalation, lift your belly, arch your spine. We'll continue the cat-cow for the next 5 breaths. Moving on your own time with your own breath. One more breath like this. Good. From here, we're going to slide back to the right foot. Keep the foot on the floor, toes curled under. Press back with your heels, stretching through the back of your leg for a moment. And on your next breath in, slowly reach that leg up. We're going to do a few ankle circles. So we're just raising that leg parallel to the floor. A few ankle circles here. And then just a few hip circles. So we'll do small little hip circles in one direction and then in the opposite direction. For a moment, hold that leg steady. And we're going to come into the balancing pose, balancing table, reach the opposite arm out. Breathe here. And then slowly lower down. Let's give our hands a break and stretch out to the wrist. Bring the hands in, turn the hands out, palms facing out, and just lower your fingers down. And do the same with your feet. You can curl your toes and stretch your feet for a moment. And then release that, and we'll bring ourselves back into table. We're going to bring the left leg back. Keep the toes curled under on the mat. Press back with the heel. And then lifting that leg parallel to the floor, ankle circles. One direction, then the other. And then little hip circles. So we'll circle that whole leg. Opposite direction. Hold it steady. Find the central position for your leg and hip. And when you feel balanced and ready, you can extend out through your right arm. Hold here for 2 more breaths. Exhaling, releasing your hand and foot. Coming back, we'll start to curl, lift the belly, curl the spine. Keep the toes curled under for now and hips towards the feet, and just reach out. Sliding the hands in towards your knees will come onto the feet. Keep your knees together and come into like a ball shape with your body. You can reach out through your arms, gently stretching, feeling that stretch through the back, the hips, the legs and feet. We're going to slowly transition onto the feet now and plant them down. Keep your knees bent, start to come up about halfway. Let's do some knee circles. So just hands above the knees, slowly circle them around. Opposite direction. And then plant the feet and we'll slowly rise up into a standing mountain pose. We'll come to the center of the mat. Feel your legs and feet aligning here, strong and steady. Bring your hands together. Hands at your heart, breathing in and out. Try to focus on the breath coming in and moving into the back of your body. Widening your back ribs. As you exhale, feel your back release. Next time you inhale, slowly reach your arms straight up over your head. You can clasp your hands, point your index fingers, and just for a moment, just reach and extend through your arms. Good. Next time you exhale, let's come over into a side bend, reaching through your fingertips. Legs strong and steady. Next time you inhale, come back to center. Exhaling other side. And next time you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we're going to move the hands apart and come into the chair position. So you're just going to let your hips lower. Knees don't go past the toes. Sink down. Arms can reach forward. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Next time you inhale, plant your feet, straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Come backwards slightly with your arms. And on your next exhalation, we're going to fold right down into a forward bend. Good. Your legs might feel a little tight. So halfway up, looking forward, transitioning here. Exhale, come down again. This time, if you need to bend your knees quite a bit, inhale halfway up. Exhale and release. We'll do that one more time. This time, inhale, plant your feet all the way up, reaching through your arms. And exhale, release. This time, let's step to one side of the mat, towards the edge of your mat. Taking a few moments here. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, releasing over into forward bend. This time halfway up. And exhale the right leg straight back into a lunge. Good. This time lifting your hips, looking back, stepping back into downward facing dog. Walk those legs out from side to side. And from downward dog, let's bring the body forward into plank. You can drop your knees down so you're in a half plank. You can stay up in that full plank. Exhale, move your hips back towards your feet. And then as you inhale, we'll rise up again, back into plank, this time bending the elbows and slowly lowering yourself down onto your belly for Cobra. And come up with your inhale and release with your exhale. One more breath like that. Slide your hands down a bit more, sink them into the floor, lifting up. Back into downward facing dog. This time, reach the right leg up. And then bring that knee in, hovering it for a moment, and slide that foot forward. Into lunge. Next time you exhale, bring the left foot forward, half forward bend. And releasing down. Breathing in to come all the way back up. And exhale, hands down at the heart. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, coming down into forward bend. And bend your knees. Halfway up. This time the left leg steps back into lunge. And lifting the hips, step the right foot back into plank. Lower the knees down. Child's pose for a moment. And then we'll slide our body forward again, coming this time right onto the belly. Cobra. Could be just a gentle cobra coming slightly off the floor. One more breath here. On the inhale, rise up. On the exhale, release down. Prepare your hands to come up. So you push down to lift up off the belly, downward facing dog. This time with the left leg lifting. And bring that knee in. Try to bring that foot forward. I know that's a tricky transition until you get used to it. We're in lunge pose for a moment. We're going to bring that back foot forward. Half forward bend, rising halfway up, exhaling down. And next breath in, slowly rise up, reaching the arms. Arms slightly back. Good. Hands together and then lower down at your heart. Taking a few breaths here. Next time you inhale, reach your arms up one more time. We're going to step sideways on the mat. We're going to come into star. Good. Take up lots of space here. And as you exhale, we're going to come down into wide-legged forward bend. Moving from wide-legged forward bend into a gentle twist. We'll keep the right hand down, left hand on the lower back, look to the left. Releasing the left arm, we're going to switch. Slowly look to the right, right hand on your lower back. We're going to do that one more time each side. All right, so switching whenever you're ready. And then we'll fully release down. Inhale and slowly rise up, reaching through your arms again into star. Opening and expanding your body. And then we'll slowly release. We'll bring the hands down. Bring the feet in slowly. Actually, let's do one more thing. Shoulder opener. If you'd like to reach your hands back, if you can clasp them together. And we'll just stretch here for a moment. You can always just keep your arms apart if you need to and just keep reaching back. And then release your arms. Roll out through your shoulders. Opposite direction. Shaking that out. Shake out through the arms. Shake out through the legs. Yeah, we're going to slow things down now for a next few minutes. We're just going to come all the way down onto the mat. We can start with bringing the soles of the feet together before we actually lay down. Keep your hands behind you to support you here. And then with your hands behind you, start to lower down onto your elbows. Feel into your lower back as it sinks onto the mat. And then slowly let your back sink down from the lower back. Try to touch every part of your spine right through to the middle. Once you get to where you can release your arms, bring your hands behind your head. Head just lifted off the floor. Let the head go heavy into your hands, but slowly begin to lower down. Hover just above the floor here, elbows out to the sides. One more breath here. And then bring your head right down, reach your arms over your head. Big stretch here. Slowly release your arms back down to your sides. Bring your hands on the outside edges of your legs and push your legs back together. Good. We're going to reach the arms out and with the feet apart, Just move your legs from side to side a few times, flowing here. Feel that movement across your back. And then this time, let's clamshell the legs together. So bring the legs right together and drop them over to one side. Pause here, turning your head to the other side. And then bring your legs back together or back up towards the center. And keeping the legs together, we're going to drop them over to the other side. Take a few breaths here. And keep your eyes closed and focus on your breath. Next time you inhale, come back to center. We're going to reach the arms down towards the feet. Bring the feet right in towards your hip plants. Plant your feet down, rise up through your hips for a moment into bridge. Lengthen your neck by tucking your chin down towards your chest. And slowly come all the way down to your spine. Good. One more thing before Shavasana. We're just going to hug those knees in. Knees to chest. And then release the legs and come into Shavasana for a few moments, releasing everywhere. Let your arms go comfortably heavy, sinking. Same thing with the legs. Let your legs go, release completely. Try to soften everywhere, including those places we tend to tense up during the day. They could be the jaw, release the jaw. Be the belly. Sometimes we've got a lot of tension in the belly. We soften it now. Feel your body release everywhere, letting go of all blockages, all holding patterns, release. Allowing your body, your mind, your soul to be open and free. My breath breathes me now. I'm being breathed by my breath. When you're ready to come out, you might not be ready. So feel free to stay in your relaxation as long as you'd like. I'm going to slowly come out, but yeah, if you're more than welcome to stay longer. Whenever you're ready to come out, though, just slowly transition. A few stretches, a whole body stretch. It's also nice when you come out to sit in meditation for a few moments. Allowing that time to integrate more fully to help set the tone for the rest of the day with mindfulness and ease. So thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. And I hope you have a wonderful day.